Come on. MacBook. 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 Come on. Come on. Okay, good. I see the dot. Good. All right, damn. Where are my glasses? Okay, it's working. God damn, you're fine. I am so sorry. I swear, it sucks. We gotta put up with this every darn day. And I want to put my beanie on, and I did cut my hair a bit earlier, and I was just watching Ma Party. Now you have to choose one, and of course, if like when it comes to pedophilia, right? Here, I'll put a note. There. Because I know people like to draw that word around. Like, let's just say someone is like an ordered teen. That doesn't make them that. Like, they look like an adult. That's far from it. Yes, it's wrong, but technically to the public eye, depending on their age, is not shamed as much compared to, let's just say, that I type down. Of course, that depends on the teen as well. So that's why I want to make a note of it. All right. Let me see. You can only choose one. So I know it's tough because I'm curious. And yes, I have macrophilia, so I'm glad no one thinks that's weird. Again, doesn't mean that I'm gonna fetishize tall people unless it's consensual, right? But I'm attracted towards tall men, so that's the only one that I have on here, of course. And I say there's nothing wrong with being attracted to old people. So okay, that's interesting. Dion, yeah, 15 votes. So 40% of you voted necrophilia, and then 47% is pedophilia. Interesting. Because you can only choose one. Only one. And for the ones that voted necrophilia, I mean, I'm kind of curious why. I know this is hard because I want to make this interesting. Plus, I just had to get my mind off of, Al, of course. And I'm sorry that we got to keep doing it. At least we got 4.5 hours. But I'm just really curious. And hi, Greg. And I did screenshotted all your messages. Well, most of them on that stream before it crashed to look back on it. And yes, I am going to upload the Halloween video. It's not the best, but whatever. Oh, because Paul asked for it. And I did have a little bit of fun doing it. I mean, I barely added anything on it, which I know a lot of you don't mind. True. So again, there's no wrong answers here. I want everyone to know that, okay? There's no wrong answers. You gave me tell the word dead? Oh my. Okay, okay, how about this? For the ones that don't speak English, if you can't type in certain words, type it in your own language. So, like, let's just say it's a morta body, right? That's fine. Well, I'm not sure how you say in Portuguese, but in Spanish it means dead. Or yeah, it means deaf. Close enough. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Maggie. I'm sorry it took so long. Because I'm curious why. Again, these are no wrong answers. This is why I like diversity. So for the ones that chose necrophilia, why do you choose that more than pedophilia? Again, because I gotta say I know it's messed up, but again, like that boy that I talked to, because it's a trust of thoughts, right? That doesn't mean he's gonna act on it. A lot of people think it does. No, like if you're literally, it's like if you want to fuck a dog, like if you want to, then yeah, that's not right. But thoughts of it, yes, it's questionable, it's concerning. But the thing is, thoughts are not crimes. No, dead bodies though, well, because the thing is though, you want to, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, okay? Because I'm curious. But right, both are disgusting. Right, right. I'm sorry. I don't know why I want to do this because I'm just bored and I got to distract myself from Wesley for once because I keep thinking about him. And yes, that's what his body looks like in that. I'm proud to share that. I don't know why. I love the way he does that. Oh, I think about him constantly. Yes, I'm a little bit obsessed with him. Maybe it's because we talked for so long. I got attached. I did. And hi, Paul. Oh. No, I thank you, Maggie. Honestly. I like wearing them from time to time. But I'm glad that no one, because I'm thinking, I would understand, but I'm thinking, good, no one voted for macrophilia. It doesn't mean that you want to see it as a sexual object. At least that's how I see it. You just admire by the stature of that person. The same thing from microphilia. You like it's really small. I know that's common for when it comes to height gaps. Trust me, it is. People just don't want to admit it. I see nothing wrong with that, so I'm glad that's at 0. But I don't mind if someone thinks that's weird. I'm just speaking out of honesty. Maggie, you want to guess? And I know this channel won't get seen much because I'm only live streaming and people don't care for live streams that much, but whatever. I thought I could just do something controversial. Because this okay, let's just see. Assume liking a 12-year-old, that's straight up wrong, right? But liking a 16-year-old, it doesn't make you one. It because they're past puberty, especially to look older. It's just the way that you act on it would seem that I guess it depends. I don't know. I don't know because someone could call an 18. If you're dating an 18 when you're 34, that doesn't make you one. But for some dumb reason, people think it just depends. At least that's how I looked it up. It's basically if you're not a teen, right? They say 12 is not a teen, no. 13 is preteen. So that's before you hit well, puberty usually happens at 13, I think. I don't know. I don't know. At least that's how I see it. For both sexes? So you think I'm 24? You're wrong. I'm actually 30. That's a good guess, Maggie. 24. Hello, Jerry. All right, Double. That's great. I just hope the MacBook doesn't do this again. And hi, Toby. I need to brush my teeth. I haven't brushed my teeth in 3 days. Damn it. So pedophilia is 56%, but necrophilia is 46. Maybe the reason I just did this is because I don't know about. I need to get this out one more time. This the way that I had that encounter with Al. Maybe that's why, and I feel jealous. He hasn't been active on his Reddit because I did check. He's on other subreddits. Well, obviously the Nolly one and the belly sounds like wherever that is. And then he was on another one that on Damn That's Interesting, which is interesting. And then another one which I forgot. So maybe because the way he treated me, that probably has to do with it. I don't know. Because I'm so upset. I am. And hi, Garnet. Maybe it's because again, rejection is difficult. People say you gotta move. Well, some people it's not that easy. You must well tell someone to stop smoking. It's gonna take a lot to stop smoking. They will need to get all the emotional support and basically sort of medication or something. You just force them to stop smoking. That's not how it works. So, yeah, I gotta be honest. I'm sorry. It's just the way he just says that. Like, I gotta be honest. It does bog me. I can't just say move on. Raven from Tea Time, shut up. You wonder why you're so damn depressing? Because you're so moody. Sorry. Maybe I know I'm schizophrenic. But yeah, right, Paul? And this is not for dating. This is for friendships, even. From an age point of view? Actually, come to think of it, I'm surprised. So one person thinks old people are the weirdest? Interesting. Thank you, Lauren. That means a lot. But I'm impressed, though. Like a handful of you voted necrophilia. Again, there's no wrong answers. Because, yes, you could be attracted to, what? As long as you act on it. Right? Yes, it's wrong. Again, if I because there are people out there, sadly, that feel that way, that they need treatment and support, right, before they act on it. That's why for that boy though that I helped, he has a boyfriend that's older than him because what happened to him, right? I hope he's doing well. I'm not telling you his name for and not to mention I haven't mentioned I hope he's doing well. All I can tell you actually I don't think I even want to tell you what country he's from. However, I'll just say he's from Europe. That's it. Like I have so much respect for him because I helped him when he got taken advantage of. So, like, let's just say, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Again, it's everyone's opinions because those are thoughts, right? Now, for dead bodies, I don't know. Because let's just say if they're a certain age, I get it. I guess it depends. It depends. I don't know. Like, if it's really young, then that gets, I don't know. I don't know. So, since I said that, wow, mecophilia is for 40. Oh, these are kind of balanced here. Fascinating. Again, I don't want anyone to feel ashamed, okay? Real think differently. Hi, Cam, Brian, Steven, Caroline. Hopefully, this won't act up again. It will have to be like this until I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Purchase a new MacBook, and then my streams can work smoothly again. I like how these numbers, I'm a number file. I love how these numbers are just moving. I'm so surprised that half of you voted necrophilia. Because I know how people are, literally. I guess the reason why is because I know how people like when it comes to movies or whatever. That's why people thinking it's normal. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm hearing all about those murderers and stuff. I don't know. So that's probably why half of you voted because it's. I know it's not common. There are people out there that feel that way. Hi, Mark. So we got 39 votes now. It just sucks that the live stream can't save this because it won't show up when the live stream ends. I'm surprised. So 56% pedophilia, or 55 now, and then 35% necrophilia. Still, I'm impressed for the I can't pronounce it. Gerontophilia. People think it's weird to be attracted to old people. I'm impressed. For the ones who voted for that, I want to know why. Because, like, the thing is, they are consensual age. I'm just curious why 10% voted for that. Again, there's nothing wrong with any of these that you want to vote on. If it was, I want to be during this poll in the first place. Also, I'm gonna not watch those YouTubers that I mentioned of that I tagged because I have videos, but with my jealousy, I can't watch them. They didn't do anything wrong. I just feel bad. I'm sorry. Maybe it's because I'm trying not to resist sharing because maybe it's that outer black YouTuber. I don't like what he said. Not to be mean. Like I get you should overshare, but sometimes you feel that you want to though. If other YouTubers could talk about, oh, farting is normal, which it is, and healthy, and people, yeah, there are people out there that can smell farts. I think that's weird, but as long as it's consensual, what's the problem? You know, maybe because since I'm seeing these YouTubers are being their actual selves, and I didn't got the opportunity to be one. Steven, I guess, yeah, that's kind of funny you said that because what if someone has a crush on Morgan Freeman? Is that still weird? So let's just say if a 20-year-old finds him hot. I know this is so silly. I get where you're coming from though. I think it's weird too, but that wouldn't be bad if they find Morgan Freeman hot, right? It is hard to believe he is that age. At least I think he is. Hi, Kendrick. So that's interesting that you'd say that. Huh. That's true. I can't imagine seeing an old person. Oh, well, I don't know. What? Oh, yeah. I get where you're coming from. Yeah, so that makes sense, right? I should have been more specific. It's hard because I can't go on all of these details because it'd be too much. I'm trying to make it simple as possible. But yet again, since I'm autistic, I'm thinking the only way I can make things easy, I had to go in detail. Right, Greg? Yeah, I understand because yep, you're a father, and I hate the thought of someone being into my kid. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all for feeling that way. Seriously. Yeah, it's kind of weird. You know, from an uncle's perspective, like I gotta admit, 19-year-olds are attracted to me. But what's really weird though, if it's like my nephew, I still see him as a child. Isn't that weird? I don't like okay. He looks young for his age. Well, he did, but he's short like me. He looked like he's in high school. You know, I'm thinking I don't want anyone to do anything to him. You know, he's a grown man, but I still see him as a child. It's weird. I don't know why. You know that video that I shared? I still see them as children. Well, my oldest, but they're not. They're older than Dema. I see them as kids. It's weird though, and I'm a young uncle. It's kind of weird how this works. You know, I guess it depends on the context. Like for me personally, people could disagree with me, but let's just say if I was the teacher at a college, I think it's so wrong if you have sex with your student. I don't care if you're both of those. I think that's wrong. Because okay, this is wrong. Well, it's kind of weird. I looked at this up on Twitter. And a woman that's a teacher, right? She got arrested. I think you know what? I kind of wonder how this is. She got arrested because she had sexual intercourse with an 18-year-old. No, that's silly, but yet again, you are a teacher. It'd be the same if an officer has sex with a 20-year-old suspect. That's messed up. I'm thinking if you are of a higher authority, that's when it gets really inappropriate. So let's just say if I was the boss, right, and I want to have sex with my coworker, that's I think that's grooming. Like even though you're both are consented adults, right? You have higher, kind of like what Amelia had to go through. If you are of higher authority, you should be way more responsible. So I know it's kind of weird. I don't know. A lot of people disagree with me. Like, no, it's fucked up. Okay, if I was a teacher out of college, we're not talking about high school, right? We're talking about college. No. Now, I just wonder how it works. So, if it's not in school, then that's fine. But if you, I don't know, people could disagree with me. I think that's not right. I think that's not right at all. That's just my opinion. You could be a 24-year-old man, and I may be a 22-year-old teacher. That's still wrong because that's a teacher. You just don't have sex with. That's fucked up. I'm sorry. People could disagree with me because I don't know. I don't know. Like, yes, you can have crushes or whatever, but if you're the teacher, I don't know. I don't know. You know, right, Mark? I agree. Even if they are of age. See, okay, let's just say if there's a guy on here that could do that fetish that Rosalie does, it would be weird because he's my student. He could be 21, right? But it's wrong. Maybe that's why I need to make another video. Like for anyone that does find this channel, I want to keep it separate. As in, if they want to share that, keep it private. You know, because I like to keep with all of you. You know, we're all adults, right? Platonically. If that makes sense. I don't know. I think that's why when I see these other YouTubers, unless they're joking around, that's fine, right? And Sword the Troll does it with his viewers. I don't care. Um, the thing is, having I don't know. It depends. I don't know. Maybe that's just I don't know. Like, basically, if you have I can't explain it. I agree with you. Teachers nor bosses should fall in love with their student. I think I heard about this saying that you shouldn't date your own coworkers, right? It's kind of true though, because it can get pretty awkward. At least that's how I see it. Ugh, my beanie looks weird on me like this. And I agree with you. I remember when a teacher in Tennessee that did that with a student, right, Caroline? Like, let's just say, like, again, if they are of age, I see why she got arrested. Like, okay, he's an adult. He's an adult. Okay, I don't know. It just, like, she should be punished, but she should be seen as a predator. At least I don't think. I don't know, because he's 18 and she's probably in her mid 20s, whatever. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Right? Yeah, Steven, right. It was so interesting because I saw it on Twitter. I did. Because the thing is, there's some streamers, I'm not gonna be mean to them, they do act weird with their viewers. Like, even they're of adults, right? Flirting with them. I think that's odd. I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. Oh yeah, Paul. Oh yeah, a weirdo for sure. Yeah, she's far from it. She's just weird, but it shouldn't affect her for life, though. Like, she should be punished, but she should also be forgiven. Brock, I don't know. It does happen. It's kind of common than you think. Come to think of it. I'm surprised that pedophilia is only a little over half. Wow, a tad over half. Because the necrophilia, I can see why. Yeah, it's. I think necrophilia. Well, pedophilia. I guess it depends on the age. That's part of why I brought that in. Like, if you're a teen, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just different compared to you want to have sex with a dead body. That's even worse. Because I did look up that even teenagers under age can be. It's weird, isn't it? The reason why is because after you think about the Roblox creator, whatever, a 17-year-old, mind you, that's underage. He got arrested, right? Because of the sexting thing. I'm surprised. I didn't know you could. I didn't know a 17-year-old could be arrested for that. Because people still see him as a child. We're by law they are, but for some reason that age I don't see you that way. Because if you're old enough to watch mature movies and have sex, like by law you are. But I guess it's the actions you do, I don't see as a child that way. Like, you are, but at the same time you're not. Maybe it's because what that 17-year-old did to me, right? He knows what he like he knew what he did. I wish I got a black pen. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Maggie. Yeah. Oh yes, Paul, definitely. Definitely. I don't know. I like talking about this stuff because I had to. Because I know with my ADHD, I tend to be all over the place. So I try my best not to get distracted because I want to focus on one topic. Greg, yeah, you got a point. You do. You do. I think it's because I've read on the gay subreddit for gay guys. They're masculine. It's in Australia about a guy that had sexual intercourse with a 16-year-old that lied. And I'm on that man, the adults part or support, because it was really interesting yet heartbreaking though, because the boy looked like he'd be 20. I'm surprised. The 6-year-old looked like he's 25. I don't know, it's possible. 20 definitely. But I guess in Australia it's different. So I feel bad for him because he knows what he was doing. It's kind of weird because when I was that age, I would never do anything like this. It's kind of funny because I'm old enough to read things. That's why, they got surveys that, oh, it's only 18 and older, right? I'm not gonna be doing those because I'm not an adult. Yes, I'm young, but I'm old enough to read, right? I guess it's like a gray area. I guess it depends. It depends. Yeah, it wasn't a case, Isabella. It was just a subreddit post about a man that is in his mid 20s that was in a bar or whatever club, and then the 16-year-old lied because he was really big and buff. He looks older, you know? It was really interesting to read. I thought that I could just share that. Fits, they do. They do. And they know that they can get away with it. And yet people say that they're gonna traumatized. Well, the adult will also be traumatized. Yes, the adult is responsible, but so is the younger one now. Well, more the older one, yes. But still though. Yeah, Mason, absolutely. I know. Isn't that funny, Lisa? I'm trying to think of like someone that's a teenager that look much older for their age. I can't think of any. Um, I can't think of any celebrities. You'll come to think of it. Harry Potter, for example, right? I was shocked when Harry. Okay, because in the first movie he's 10, but let's see. I think around the not the Deathly Hollows. It was like the Order of Phoenix. He looked much older for his age because he was what 17. Like that boy looks like he could be 24. Because I used to watch a little bit of Harry Potter. I'm not really a fan because I don't know much of the lore about it, but I like watching in the background when they used to air on sci-fi. And I'm thinking, wow, he looks older for his age. Because he has a beard and everything. I'm thinking, wow, Daniel Radcliffe. And there's nothing guilty to finding an older teen attractive, right? It's biology. It's normal. Of course, you have to have boundaries. Yes, right. It's normal versus someone that looks like they even haven't puberty at all, right? A lot of people don't want to admit it. It was really interesting because he aged pretty fast in the other movies. You used to love Harry Potter, Steven, right? Same year, Kendrick. Oh yeah, Cam definitely. They are cool, definitely. Because I don't know. I was just curious because it's just so weird. I'm trying to think of like what my childhood crushes that look older for their age, but I can't think of one. Like when I was their age, I can't think of one. It's funny because you basically got adults that were playing, and then you won't even find them sexy, right? So let's just say like Raven, for example, from That's So Raven. I think she was an adult, but I still see her as a teen though. I'm thinking, no way she's an adult. No, because you know how adults play teen roles. I could be one of them because I look young for my age, right? And people won't care. I guess it depends. It depends. I don't know. You want to know something? I thought a student of mine was like wow, Greg, that must be something. It's kind of funny you mentioned that when he looks like a janitor at that age because when I was a junior, I wasn't close to this guy or anything. Well, I had a couple of tall friends, right? Almost Mason's height, maybe. We were 16 or 17, and I see why now because they look like they're in their mid 20s. And I was pretty close to them. I did met one of them years later. They didn't want to be on camera, but they were nice about it. I understand they want to be private. You know, I didn't have to ask, but I want to be friendly because I know that in high school they like to do videos or whatever. I did took pictures though, but maybe I respected it because as we're older, we're more mature. I don't know, but yeah, they were. Some of my classmates did look like they left college. It's kind of funny how that works, isn't it? There are so many actors and actresses that are in their 20s but look 50. Oh yeah, definitely. You wanna know something? For the digital circus, I can't wait till the next episode gets released. I thought Pawnee was a child. I'm thinking she's 25? She looks like she's damn 12. You know, I'm thinking, how is she a grown woman? And yeah, she's older than Jax, whom I thought was hot. Well, he is, and he's 22. I'm thinking, what the hell? You know, it's kind of insane how that works, isn't it? Oh, Stranger Things? I never got the chance to watch it, Dumbbell. And because I think the character is Steve, who's a teen, but he's played by a guy in his 30s. Really? That's interesting. Oh, Kendrick. I feel awful for them. They look 40. That must be hell for them. Megan, yes. Or Maggie, yes. Mm-hmm. Because I looked it up online. Or at least that's what people say that she's 25. I'm thinking, no, she's not. At least when I saw the pilot, I'm thinking, what the hell is this? But I got addicted. Yeah, I'm thinking like, why do I keep seeing this digital circus my feed? And next you know, I became a hardcore fan myself. Literally, I thought she was 12. I'm thinking she looks like a damn kid, right? And then next thing you know, like, nope, she's a woman, all right. She just looks young. I don't know, Lisa. Oh, okay. No, you're right. Do you have to work tonight? Oh, Tom must have a strong grip, or I think I did, and it got a little loose. It's fine though. I can still slide it. I just
Just slide this one. Don't slide that.
no,
Don't touch this one.
no, because the thing is though, that little gap of light. Because
Just slide this one back and forth, not this.
no, that was fine though because
Yeah, are you here?
no, I was able to rearrange it because
Just don't mess the one that's busted.
okay, all right.
Okay.
Right, so I wish that she could say hi, but my mother needs her ass. Thank you for being so kind, though. Hey, Tim. Dryer. Oh, I'm sorry. This live stream is so dull because I'm not doing anything. So I got good hearing. It's. I may took a nap. Just want to let everyone be aware. It's going okay, Tim. Just been a little bit stressed out, but do my best to hang in there. Yeah, it's just something about the dryer. My mother said. That's all. Early this this morning, yeah, early this morning, I was watching one of those reaction channels, reacted to the Legend of Korra. It's getting really good, and I was about to do a video for Greg, but I got so sidetracked because the thing is, the Legend of Korra. Oh, I had to shake my legs. I got so inspired by Legend of Korra. I wanted to do a video for Greg, but I was just too stressed out to do it. And thank you, Lisa. That means a lot. Also, I had to upload that video earlier, but I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't get many people seeing it. I just don't know how these other YouTubers do it, honestly. I know I keep repeating this every day, but it's so hard because they easily could get a following and people stick. But for me, it's really difficult because maybe it has to do with when I used to do videos in the past. People only come for that video, but they don't watch the other ones. I think that's why I get discouraged so easily. And thank you as well. I may take a nap. I am pretty exhausted. And thank you, Fitz. Everyone, I just want you know, right? Okay, so let me just read this email. Don't worry, I didn't got anything yet. It's been 2 days. Now, when I had to get, because I know the other channel would do really well compared to this one. So this is the email, right? From 2 days ago. Is it 2 days ago? 19 hours ago. It just says that we looked into your request and found out there's already a pending appeal for your account. And it says the user takes up to 2 business days. So I told Dumbo and Mason about this, right? Because when I went through this, they would say that the appeal has been denied, but I sent this twice and I didn't got a message denied. So I don't know if that means the channel will get reinstated. I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, I know Dumbo. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Oh, so the thing is, Tim. Okay, that's right. Because me and Tim, we talk about this a lot on Twitter. So I haven't sent this until the other day, right? Remember, I told you that same email when they send me the bot that it's been denied or something. I only got the pending one of it, so I'm not sure if that's a good thing because that's the second time, which means normally if I would send more than once, it would just tell me it's denied. I don't want to send it again because well, I already did, and I'm guessing it's good that I got that. I don't know. I hope it gets reinstated too, Joseph, because I know that channel. I have good videos on it that I'm proud of that I uploaded, and that one was is doing much better than this one is. So if I comment on more videos or music videos, I'm gonna get we're gonna get more supporters though. So it's decent news. I had a feeling, but I don't know. I mean, I haven't got my channel reinstated in so long, so I don't know. Because it's been 19 hours and it says 2 business days, right? So I don't know. It's kind of weird how I got that. I just want to get my channel back and trying to get my life back in order. Excuse me. And Lisa, that means a lot. I want to ask all of you that have been trading, how are you doing it? Do you send, when you had a tag, it's Team YouTube? Do you send them the URL of my channel or what? I'm not sure. Because I think that's the only way that YouTube can get through is that if you share the one that's my channel that's removed, right? I think that's the only way that we can get their attention. At least that's what Tim's been telling me. So yes, Jerry. Hmm. Because I know from what Tim told me, I think he only said it once a day, or it's considered as spam. So yes. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I'm too lazy to get up though. I kind of want to eat a muffin. I'm too tired. Unless something checking. Let me. I'll come back to these guys later. I like watching a Mile Party Let's Plays. Maybe something on my homepage will wake me up a bit. Hold on. Yeah, the stupid that French heist I've been hearing about. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to watch Ukraine, right? Oh, the Gabriel guy went viral about the Plants vs Zombies. I'm kind of joking a lot, but I'm glad he's talking about that game. Wait, let me check his channel. Man, it's getting a lot of views, but it is a good video that he shared. I appreciate him for that. I forgot his name already. What was his name? Gabriel something. You're deafrish. That's what it is. Man, he got a lot of views. It was a good video he did. Gabriel of ITM. I still want to talk about my fetishes because I don't want to come off as clickbait. Gabriel of. I just want to look this up right quick. You know, come to think of it, since we're talking about what? Necrophilia? I just don't understand why people are into that crap. Pun intended. Wait, did I type his name in? Yeah, I did. Oh, the other video he didn't do well. So it's just the Plants vs Zombie. Oh crap. I'm seeing some good stuff right now. So think about Mason's Country. Why aren't people buying the games anymore? I gotta say something. Okay, so since we're talking about fetishes or whatever, I think it's really fucked up. Part of my language, right? And I want to look up the Japan one. Like, let's just say that you have sex with. Okay, it's like the same that you have sex with someone they're asleep, unless it's kind of consensual. However that works. I never understood how someone can get aroused by that because it's just so weird to me, and it should be right because let's just say in Plants vs Zombies 2, when the zombie would eat the coconut, it still gives me trauma when I watch that, but I love how they added that effect because they make it realistic. I just can't imagine that someone would be into that. Same thing for it's like being into cannibalism, right? And I never understood why, and that means a lot, Kendrick. I probably will consider it shortly. And you did it once before the stream started, Lisa. That's really sweet of you. And I don't get why, Garnet, honestly. And I agree that stuff that is gross. Yeah, I never understood that either. Dion, right, Michael? It's so odd. You know, I thought I could just share that. Yeah, let me look at what's going on of what's happening in Japan. I used to watch his videos. I haven't for quite some time because, you know, the jealousy part. Because I've always wanted to visit Japan. Oh, but yeah, I had to add my crush's stomach on the thumbnail because yeah, I wish I told Rosalie that I appreciate it, but I got too shy. Oh, I wish I did. His name is Abroad in Japan. It's a really good channel. I'm not gonna care about the other stuff. Um, yeah, Sambucha's videos is pretty good. He has how many subs? 3 million. So I know Japan. They've been going to do a lot, right? I thought 16,000 comments. Let me read this very quick. So, given that she called you a cunt for absolutely no reason on her channel, wait, is this about that girl that I've been hearing about? I didn't know she edited and more graffiti for the demo. That's insane. I don't normally comment on YouTube videos, but I feel this time is important. I'm a part of an Okinawan diaspora, and your channel is such a breath of fresh air. Who's Rain? Please keep doing what you're doing. It's more important. I'm a quarter Japanese Canadian Yonsei. What's Yonsei mean? Mason, what's Yonsei? Yonsei. I never heard of it. I didn't grow up with much Japanese culture in my life, and I suspect it had a lot to do with trauma my grandmother faced because of World War II. I had to take it upon myself to learn more about that side of my heritage. Interesting. It is a good channel. As someone who has followed your journey ever since you started filming, I have to say that you are without a doubt one of the most honest creators I've seen on any platform. You aren't biased in your words nor your cinematography. Your video after video, you have shown that you truly care not just about Japan as a country, but also that you care about what you put out content-wise. You can take pride in being someone of such artistic and personal integrity. And he replied, honestly, this is a genuinely moving comment. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm as flawed as anyone, but I try to hold myself to. He's a good channel. Anyone, especially Mason, his name is Abroad in Japan. he upload it? I never see so many comments in one video though. For this many views, others don't even get that much. I'm gonna watch it. So it means, oh really? Fourth generation? I think you, Mag. I do this a lot. It's a habit of mine. And I don't want to do any ratings or anything because he's a good guy. He's a great guy, pardon me, and more than this, good.
Linking a rather ominous sounding video called What is Happening to Japan? It wasn't just the title and thumbnail that Robin the description reading, Is Japan Cooked? I've seen a lot of changes and things seem to be getting worse.
Me too, Linda.
I'm now being sent daily AI videos and photos that sorely misrepresent Japan.
I can't stand AI.
It made an almost refreshing change to be sent.
And he's British.
And more crucially, a creator who is one of the biggest foreign content creators living in Japan, with 1.4 million subscribers on YouTube alone and hundreds of thousands more across other social media platforms. In fact, the same video had been chopped up into half a dozen videos without dialogue and shared on Instagram and TikTok, amassing over 3 million views in just a matter of days. Now, I was especially concerned, not just as somebody living in Japan or Tokyo, but actually this street where the thumbnail's taken is somewhere I walk down once or twice a week in Nakameguro. One of my favourite coffee shops is just around the corner, and in fact, this video I made earlier in the year was filmed on the same street, albeit at a different angle, not showing the abandoned house. And not to mention, I've actually been living in the neighbourhood myself for the last 3 years. And when I went to take the thumbnail for my video, I quickly noticed a few interesting differences between my original ungraded photo and the thumbnail of her video. It is a rather fascinating game of spot the difference.
Are you fucking kidding me? This bastard of her. So she photoshopped this to make Japan look bad? Why though? What's the point of doing that? I know who that YouTuber is. I've seen one of her videos before. So, oh wow. So that got pretty, oh, I hate people that do this crap. This is not right.
Of her video. It is a rather fascinating game of spot the difference. So naturally, I was a bit concerned to find out what is happening to Japan, especially as over 3 million people had seen this message. For half of the runtime of the video, the creator in question walks through Kabukicho in Shinjuku, Japan's biggest nightlife district, with a reputation for being dirty and gritty, filming bin bags, litter, and homeless people. In the short form content, the same videos show the litter being intercut at times with foreign tourists, who are queuing unremarkably to take a photo of the Toho Godzilla statue, although the angle of the statue was left out for footage. And it's at this point I need to reiterate, if you don't know Japan, Kabukicho or Shinjuku can be a bit of a shock. It's the equivalent of walking through downtown LA or Soho in London.
Right.
In recent years, it's been gentrified more than perhaps anywhere in Tokyo. It used to be genuinely quite dangerous. I remember 10 years ago, I made a hotel reservation there and had to cancel it after there was a Yakuza shootout quite literally across the road from the hotel. The area is also synonymous with Tokyo's homeless.
Bernie's here.
2003, when the film Tokyo Godfathers shone a spotlight on the long-standing homeless population, which, according to the statistics, is thankfully going down. If you walk around there today,
oh my. Oh wow. Oh wait, this is good. So Mason, your country's homeless population is really, wow. So in 2003, it was that bad? 25,000 homeless people? That's a lot. Yet again, not a lot compared to my state, because we have a homeless problem. Hey Zoda, so basically, we're watching of Mason's country, right? What is happening to Japan? It's pretty interesting. I don't know what's about, except for this darn jerk of a female YouTuber that lives in his country that wanted to Photoshop this to make Japan look bad. I don't know why. And I'm just looking at the statistics of the homeless population. And let's see, 25,000 in 2003, and then 2022, which is what? Like in the kind of near the end of COVID, it's like a little, what, 4,000? That's a good difference. So it's actually decreasing. Well, sadly for us Americans, it's the other way around.
Compared to 10 years ago, there are far less homeless people. But crucially, Kabukicho and Shinjuku doesn't represent Tokyo, it doesn't represent Japan, But if you wanted to make Japan look cooked, it would be the first place you would go, pull out your camera and hit record. The other half of the runtime in these videos was dedicated to Nakameguro, a trendy district that's historically one of Tokyo's most artistic neighborhoods, and with a recent history of graffiti, both artistic and just tagging. People just spray paint their name. A few years ago, I think it was 2019, there was quite a lot of graffiti, and the local schools got together to paint over it, and then the graffiti came back again.
What's that mascot? It's pretty cute. Oh, Mason, if you want, do you want to translate that? I don't think you can see it. I can only read yo teixino la matel tekachi. I don't know what that means though. Like I'm surprised I can read some of the symbols, but I don't know what it means. So while you translate that, if you can read it, I'm gonna migrate some chicken nuggets very quick. Wait, that's right. It's in the fridge. Actually, come to think of it, I can read Japanese. Well, at least the symbols. I can read it more in a Mandarin. I just noticed that. Okay. Shit, I think it did. Yeah, me too, Linda. You could try saying it again, Mason. It didn't went through. We may have been a war. What's going on, Brownie? Tell us. And Mark, pretty much, yes. Oh, there we go. I see it. It says protect. Man, all that in Japanese? That's it? What? That whole thing? Oh man, yeah, your language is complicated, Mason. So he says protect, yeah, protect your body and mind. That whole thing. Oh, that's a handful.
But when Japanese TV made a video on it, interviewing locals, interestingly, they didn't intercut it with shots of Asia's biggest nightlife district and call it What is Happening to Japan. They called it Residents Expressed Discomfort at 37 graffiti sites found around Nakameguro Station. And maybe that's why, despite having twice the number of subscribers, they only got 100,000 views, instead of almost 500,000. Silly traditional media attempting to present news in an objective manner in 2025. And so at this point, you might be thinking, okay, right, so what's happened to Japan? What happened next? Lean in. Come closer. That was it. That was literally it. In a country of 120 million people, they were all cooked because of some bin bags in a red light district and some spray paint on a wall down 6 or 7 streets in the capital city. And while the YouTube video was 15 long, stupid minutes, I'll never get back. It was the short form content that really concerned me. We live in a scary time when more people now than ever before learn things about countries and cultures from 30 to 60-second videos without context, and where the more sensationalist the video.
He has a point. I want to say this. Like, how that the guy, Nick Johnson, right? He's awesome, by the way. I want everyone to know, that's because Tucson, yes, sadly, because it's close to the Mexican border. I want everyone to know, our state isn't, yes, it can be dangerous. However, though, compared to where Mason, Lauren, and, well, Dumba, he's fine. Or where Daniel lives, it's way more dangerous. And of course, it does depend on the neighborhood. Just because, yeah, there may be shootings or whatever, trust me, as much as I go out for my walks, I would have been shot a long time ago. I haven't. And I would walk pretty late at night. 3 miles, by the way. When people like to speed sometimes, I don't get shot, I don't get robbed. I would have been robbed a long time ago. People thinking that that's why I don't hear much about my state, unless it's just like maybe drug cartels. Because I would love to go to Mexico. I do, I do badly. I just get tired of how people saying, "Oh yeah, you're Mexican. You know what? You're gonna rob me." Maybe I made that part up. Or you're gonna be in a gang. Every damn race has a gang now. It doesn't matter, right? Or that Mexicans are cruel. I had a bad past with them. But if that was the case, I wouldn't want Francis here, wouldn't I? Right? It just depends where you're from because from what he basically shared, yes, like in Tucson, there is a drug issue, right? Same out here where I live, but the thing is, though, you're not gonna get shot or kidnapped. I met, you'd be surprised. I met people that sell drugs at that Quintelos de Zelda. They didn't mistreat me. I want to be honest, like that awesome couple that I've met. Yeah, they were trying to sell drugs to get by. And you was so funny, the tall boy though, right? He gave me. I wish I didn't lost it because I told him I sold hard, right? He gave me a little baby bottle pop as a little. You know what? You went through a lot, and here I want to buy one with that. I have the video, right? I want to buy one at the store. Damn it! I wish I had lost it. I have the video of it, right? I know Dumba knows what I'm talking about. That's why I never gonna pick it. I fucking hate Florida. I'm sorry. I fucking hate that state right now. I'm sorry. Not to be a bastard. I just don't like unless you're here and say I'm not gonna see you differently. As long as you respect our state, that's fine. Okay? Sorry. I had to. Basically, I know people that did drugs. Okay? As long as you're it depends. It depends, okay? Literally. Otherwise, I would have been kidnapped or having my organs harvested by now. So I met people who did drugs and they are very nice. They are struggling. Exactly, Jerry. I used to be an addict, but I think, yeah, yeah, you told me that. I don't see people addicts as monsters. I don't, right? Out here where we're from, we do have a problem with drugs, depending on what type it is, because sadly, our city is one of the highest in the country for drug. I think it's like meth, something like that, right? I just know our use is high. And what's really ironic, we don't kill everyone every damn time compared to like in Mason City, which is living hell. It is, I don't know, 7 times more dangerous than my city is. It's kind of funny. Like, just because we do drugs doesn't mean you're going to get shot or anything. Yes, we have problems here. Of course, we're the 5th largest city in the whole country. Of course, we're going to have problems. That's normal. You know? But I want people to understand. Okay, if I could go out for my walks, I don't know, at 10 o'clock at night, it goes to show you want to know something? I feel more safe at night than during the day. I don't know why. Yes, it is dangerous at night, but for me, it's the opposite. I feel more of a target in the daytime than at night. I can't explain why, but it's like that, right? Oh, Maggie, oh yeah, you told me you're from Dallas, right? And you see some people with drugs, right? Because why? Wait, is Robin here? Because I don't think he is. I just saw this Maggie. We have another viewer. He did lived in the same city as you. What a coincidence! Because I know Dallas, they have their own problems. I would love to visit Dallas. I do. Honest, it's a beautiful city, though. It is. It's way better. I gotta be honest. It's way better than Houston. That's one thing. And yeah, right. Caroline, I'm sorry. I just don't like that state. Maybe because of all those police videos I've seen, it gets tiring. Zelda knows what I'm talking about. So much stuff that happens down there. And not to mention, sadly, in some departments, the police officers are pretty bad. Bear Road, something county, after how that officer mistreated and arrested those teens, they're just getting to school. right? And then a guy that left out at the CVS, he got arrested. He didn't do anything. And then next you know, you got West Palm Beach County that treated the people really well. I always wonder why some police departments are so corrupted. I don't get it. And that's just the one state. You know, it's kind of funny how that works. I've seen those videos. I'm not kidding. I don't know much about that state. You know that, oh wow, I watched so many police videos. I remember some of the counties. Well, only two of them, but it still counts. Mm, Caroline, I did. You're from Oregon? How's it like living up there? That's so awesome. You're from Oregon. Also, I hope Sam is doing fine from what Mason told me in the past, because I know she has to recover from being shot. I miss her. I hope she's doing well. Because I know Oregon, oh God, with the protests that you have going on up there, and I did sadly saw a video from Twitter of a mother that had to pepper spray these druggies. I feel bad for Oregons. I had to say it's a gorgeous state. We have a lot of them down here. You know, I see why that they moved. Because Oregon, it's pretty bad. It is. It's a beautiful state. It is. Pretty active. But the thing is, though, they got such a drug problem. You'd be surprised. I've seen a handful of those Oregon license plates. You know? Not to mention, you know what I like about Oregon? Gravity Falls and Mount Hood. Okay, it's a beautiful state. It is. It's gorgeous up there. Not to mention the back of the flag has a beaver on it. So they should have used that instead of the stupid logo. No offense, of course. You know, this sucks. And Isabella, that's correct. That's correct, love. Yes. There is a city named Portland, and it's a beautiful city. It's just sadly not doing well right now. I fucking hate it here. I don't blame you. I guess her comment that went through. Thank you, Double, for sharing, for typing that in for her. I don't blame you, Caroline. I don't blame you. I wish you can get out of there, because I know what I've been seeing, what's going on in Portland. Because I know that the homeless population is becoming an issue. Then the drug use, it's bad. I've seen those videos. I'm thinking, what's going on in Portland? They were never like this from my memory. I just want to make sure that, damn it, MacBook, stop lagging on me, please. You know, I just wonder why. I'm gonna turn on the heater.
The more he will be rewarded for it. People are angry, both in Japan and around the world at the moment. These videos, seem to be exceptional rage bait that made
Rage bait.
people angry.
I can't stand
Without
it.
any exposition on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, they showed a series of awful images in a densely populated area. And if you look at the comment sections, particularly on those shorts, you can see the most vile, hateful, angry comments that you can find. A creator isn't responsible for what people comment on their content, but subtle choices, the way the images, the clips are cut and edited together with the message that goes with it, can have a very powerful effect. As somebody who's edited over 300 videos, I'm more aware of that than anyone. The most unsettling thing is it's never been easier to monetize sensationalist slop content. And if you do it, you'll be richly rewarded for it. Case in point, this video, the creator pointed out, made $1,500, which is a seriously impressive amount of money.
Yes.
Going around filming some bin bags and some spray paint in a video that would have taken a matter of hours to record. And this is one of the things that worries me the most, the monetization of slot sensationalist content. That's one thing I want to discuss a little bit later on. Is at this point I thought, like, just don't say anything, bite your tongue, move on. But when I saw millions upon millions of views, people angry, the current backdrop of sensationalist slot content taking over, and a rise in anti-foreign sentiment here in Japan, I snapped. I had to say something.
Oh,
I chose to
that almost
bring
started it.
attention to it publicly. And I quickly received two replies. The first was from a guy who posted a photo of some graffiti he saw in 1993, pointing out graffiti has always been around and take it. And the other comment was from the content creator himself, who told me to take it down. This was now a creator on creator.
Huh. It's fine to have a different opinion on things than me, Chris, but I lived in Asia just as long as you, and I'm also allowed to have an opinion on Japan. Also, why does it matter if I filmed this video for GoPro? Oh. This isn't creator on creator harassment. You made sweeping generalizations. Oh, I like how he misspelled generalization about Japan based on a handful of streets to several 100,000 people. Right. If you're not willing to have your public opinions scrutinized, then don't bother making them right. You're absolutely entitled to your opinions as I am mine. But for years now, folks have been complaining to me about your content, and I've watched your latest. Yeah, it's Oriental Pearl, isn't it? He doesn't have to censor her unless he doesn't want to give her views, which is even better.
And they were just a humble creator with a GoPro, somehow conveniently forgetting they were one of the biggest foreign content creators in Japan. Now, I think if you are a large content creator, both literally and metaphorically, you should be willing to accept a degree of scrutiny. I know I do every time I release a video, people attack me for various things. And if I see something that I believe misconstrues reality, then I'm going to call it out as well. Aggressively, no less than 6 hours later, she'd shot, edited, and released an entire video about what she'd called an attack. Calling me a gatekeeper. I was accused of painting Japan as a utopia. I was accused of excluding her from my friendship group, somebody I've never met, never spoken to. I was accused of being grumpy, maybe because her viewers had claimed that she was more attractive than me, less grumpy.
She's fucking ugly. I'm sorry. I'm glad I don't like women. I'm not trying to be homo. I'm tired of how women do this to men. Okay, lady, her name is Oriental Pearl. How about you can go to Sweden and get your white plastic-looking face off of Japan then? Oh, I'm racist? Well, you know what? He knows about Japan way more than you do, you witch bitch. Okay, you're making white people, white women, look bad. You asshole. Oh my God, I'm tired of people like this. I am. This man lived in Japan for, I think, over a decade. So basically, when Mason first lived here in the U.S., it's fucking disrespectful. It's like it's like for me, I want to fetishize an Asian person because they look young. I've only been fetishized by Yin Tang because I'm black. Oh, what? Because you think I look big down there? Well, first of all, it's not big. It's like not even average. Okay? At least when I checked. Second, I'm small. 3, I'm not the black stereotype that likes rap and whatever and sing the N-word. Absolutely not. If that makes you less black, then so be it. I'm tired of people like this. I don't want to, maybe because the reason why he wants to censor her face is because he doesn't want to give her attention, which is pretty smart. That woman has been throwing out inaccurate garbage on Japan for years now. She's a fucking bastard for that. And I've seen one of her videos. I did. You exposed her trash. She got mad, and it kind of like reminded me of how I wanted to expose Azuri because, oh, well, hey, I'm sorry. I looked at you like to see a 4-year-old belly dancing. Yeah, it's not sexual, but the thing is, though, your post that you have on private is you doing a nollie in a sexual position. What do you expect? And you want to call me that I'm harassing and stalking you? Well, you know what? Basically, I have a right to basically follow you. I didn't message you. That was your decision. And I'm glad I did because, yeah, you're a fucking fraud. And not to mention, you want to fetishize starving people. You know what? You're lucky I'm not the type of person that wants someone like you in jail. No. And yet again, you got the audacity saying, "Oh yeah, you're obsessed with the stomach fetish." Well, look at you. You have it on your Reddit, your Demonar page, your porn page. That let's say you did favorited a underage boy there. You know, he didn't do anything sexual. What the problem is, it's on a porn site. If it wasn't, go ahead. Okay, it's nothing illegal. But the thing is, it's on a fucking porn site, and you encourage that. I know. I saw. I know. I did. I just know I had the video up. So, oh my glove. It felt good to get this on my system to protect her profit margin. So she doesn't deserve attention. This video will go viral and hopefully take her viewership. That's true. I need to do that more often, do I? But if you really want to know, then just type in the YouTube video's title. Yeah, I need to do that. I need to expose those pranksters and that. I kind of want to, but the thing is, I don't have that editing. Like, I want to reveal their face, but I'm not gonna give their name. I may need to do that because that way, because look at Al, he got a subscriber. Whoever subscribed to Al, I hope you're understanding what he did. You're lying this behavior, by the way. So I hope you're proud of yourself, okay? And yet he's saying that, oh, DSI, whatever. Yeah, I know I'm far from being a nun, okay? But at least I'm not obsessed with this. Yeah, I may be a little bit, but at least for a healthy reason. You though, you did drawings of people starving themselves. I did this fucked up. Pardon my language. I did this way too much. Let me check how many you're American. Right, Kendrick? I didn't know you're black. That's awesome. Then let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. I'm on Tim. 16 of you? Wow, it's like I got more non-Americans than Americans.
Real video. And finally, I was called the C word, just to add the cherry on top. It is, ironically, one of the most bizarre, personal, rambling attacks that I've ever had. I think it is really pointless. It degrades any sort of debate or conversation. And it's the least important thing that I want to talk about today. And for some clarity, I really don't dislike this person. I dislike their content, not just this video, but some other videos.
Yeah, he's so honest. I dislike her as a person. I'm sorry. Yes, his heart is in a healthy place. Like mine, I don't want him in jail. I don't. I want him to be shamed. That makes sense.
Can be sarcastic and silly, but I'm genuinely not a malicious person. I quite honestly wish her well. And I ask you, if you disagree with her, if you disagree with me, that you always comment in a respectful manner. Don't share any hatred online. There's already enough of that going around. And I'm making this for two reasons. Number one, there are much bigger issues in play here around content creation, around Japan, and I want to discuss those. And second of all, some people see it as me bullying another creator because they don't understand why I would bring this up. And honestly, I don't do this sort of thing lightly. The only time I think I've ever called out a creator was Mr. Beast last year when he partnered with Logan Paul, a man who did awful things in Japan, which I had to discuss publicly on Japanese national television. I didn't enjoy making that video with the attention or scrutiny it brought me. I hate myself sometimes, but I can't keep my mouth shut on certain things. But when you feel something is profoundly wrong in here, you have to talk about it.
Shit. Ad.
You better be playing.
Okay, that was a good ad right there. I miss eating fruit oil ups. Well, but we wait. Brian, yeah, see that? So that's the honesty. 17. FL, fall. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, Jerry, who are you referring to? I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. Oh, that was Logan Paul. He Sally that is doing boxing or whatever. I don't want him. I don't know. It's hard. He was a YouTuber. Well, he still is. That he did something really bad in Mason's country, right? That we would never forget. And I know people moved on, but I'm not one of them since I'm suicidal myself. Let's just say it was that bad.
Juiced. A few years ago, a friend showed me a clip of a video in which the same person walked through an economically deprived part of Tokyo filming homeless people.
Oh my gosh, this is a rough area.
Under the guise of showing the real Japan, filming the most vulnerable people in society and posting it online. Like, I've had Japanese friends tell me this sort of stuff makes them feel uncomfortable. Beyond that, it sort of portrays Japan as this magical place where there's a barrier between us, where if you speak Japanese, they will bounce around, they will scream and shout, it will cure depression.
What?
And if the entire country is one big social experiment waiting to be exploited. And I worry in an era of nuisance content creators coming to Japan, doing things that are unspeakably bad, they might see this sort of content and go, wow, you get $1,500 for that. Maybe start to wave cameras around in the faces of homeless people, potentially leaving.
Fuck you. Yeah, I'm sorry, Chris. I am. But she's a fucking weirdo. Okay, I don't want her dead or anything. No, hell no. But the thing is, though, I want the Japanese to know this. She's a fraud. She's basically, she's treating Mason's country like a circus, right? Because she knows that she can get money off of these people. I wish my damn MacBook didn't fucking freeze. She's, oh God, it froze again. No. Come on, please, MacBook, please, for the love of Buddha. You know, I never understand why. It's like if I want to go to Mexico and people are thinking that, why is my thing freezing? Come on, MacBook, God damn it. It's not moving. Great. I don't know what's wrong with this stupid MacBook. I'm done. Anyway, whatever. It's stuck in the fucking launch pad. It's stuck. Oh my God. Steve Jobs, he could have done a better. Sorry. I wanted to call up his name because I know he's not here anymore. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit frustrated because there's something wrong with my MacBook. Why is it stuck on the fucking launch pad? Pardon my language. God, this MacBook is tearing me apart. This is bad. Something happened to my... I can't type or anything, so my MacBook is gonna die. It won't, like... It's stuck on the fucking launch pad! Okay. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's good it's not frozen, but the thing is, though, there's something wrong with this fucking MacBook. I can't even... MacBook, why are you doing this to me? It's stuck on a fucking launch pad. Why the fuck is it like this? I need a fucking MacBook, I swear. I need a new... Okay, sorry, hon. All right, it's gone. It's gone. I'm freaking out because I thought it's... All right, we're worried. I'm sorry, everyone. I am. This MacBook is stressing me out. I want to just break it. You know, that's my trust of that. If I could just have like a hammer like motherboarders to smash your organs apart. All right, we're fine. We're fine. Okay. It's my pleasure. Yeah, she is a weirdo, Cam. It's like if I'm going to the Philippines. And I would say, oh, Filipinos, they're really submissive. They basically would give you sex or whatever. Or if I go to Kentucky, everyone breeds their own cousin. You know, they're uneducated. We're worried.
To even more nuisance content. And when the cost of making such content is nothing, the profits are extraordinary. The only real thing stopping you from doing that is moral. And as we've seen time and again with streamers in Japan, morals are often in short supply. And coupled with the fact there's rising anti-foreign sentiment in Japan, it makes me concerned and uncomfortable. So what are the real issues facing Japan? What is happening to Japan? In the last few weeks, I've been traveling around the country, filming videos. I've been to Sendai, Nagano, Nagoya, Gifu, Okinawa, and spending time with the locals out there, talking with them, hearing their concerns. I can assure you, none of them care about a fucking bin bag in Shinjuku or some spray paint on a wall in Nakameguro. The two most notable population has affected their island, where once there were hundreds of people, today there are 50. This has obviously affected island life. Quite honestly, I would much rather be editing that video than talking about this.
Wow.
But it would take me weeks to edit that video and do the...
Stop. Okay? Stop it.
Story justice. And this takes me to the real crux of the matter, the thing that worries me the most. In the same time that it will take to produce this video, I could go out and film 50 of these videos, make a lot more money with a lot less effort. It is increasingly hard to compete when you're producing videos to a higher standard, when you have to fact check everything. The creator of this video claimed it took 50 hours to produce this video, a claim I find to be, quite frankly, baffling. I'm not sure where the 50 hours went. And you might think, well, he does sound kind of jealous now. Maybe she's right. Maybe he's just not getting the views. And I say far from it. I could go out and make this content in one afternoon in Tokyo. What I'm saying is social media platforms don't care. They don't reward accuracy. They don't reward nuance or objective reason. They reward clicks, they reward attention, they reward sensationalism. Journalistic integrity really doesn't count for much.
It's working, Caroline. I'm glad.
Dystopian degree.
Yeah, Cam, talaga. Yeah, I just had to say this. I'm glad it's working. It's like, okay, so I'm surprised that's only what, half and half? Actually, it is half and half. For my Americans, it's as though people were thinking that we're lousy. We eat nothing but hamburgers. Yes, a lot of us do. However, though, there's more to that, or that we love Donald Trump. I'm sure a lot of us don't, and the ones that do, that's fine. I just don't like them, or don't really care about politics, or that we basically shoot everyone on sight that messes with us. That's a total lie, because I don't even have a gun, and that we could be uneducational, which it depends, but we're not. Otherwise, how we have so many movies and basically games that we basically made, it's like that. Except that if they go to, like, let's just say Dumbo State, and then thinking that they're nothing but hillbillies that do drugs. No, there's way more than that. You know? Tell me about it. You like cheeseburgers, Jerry? And yeah, tell me about it, Haley. It's so funny though. It's just so funny how people always do this stuff.
Leveled at me is that I also make sensationalist content, and that I only show the nice side of Japan, the squeaky clean, rose-tinted spectacle version of the country. And to that I would say there's a big difference between sensationalist content and clickbait titles and thumbnails. I hate having to pull a stupid face. I hate my thumbnails and titles, but it is simple.
I get where he's, man, he is so honest. I hate my thumbnails too. But the reason why I had to do it is because, I'll get more people to click on it. It's like I'm working for someone I'm not getting paid for. And as sure what the stereotype Americans, yeah, Bronny, that's what I'm saying. You know, we are hardworking. Also, I think, okay, I'm not offended. I think it's just silly yet stupid. You know that episode from a guy when Peter went to Tucson? He thinks that us Arizonans, we're like, yep. How is that accurate? How? Now, I don't live in Tucson. My grandmother did, because she had a trailer down there. I live in Phoenix. How is that accurate? Yeah, I know we're the least educated state. The reason why is because we're not too far from the border. A lot of people that come here are Mexican. They can't speak English that well. A lot of people don't understand that. The reason why we don't, my opinion, which I think should be a truth, is because there are Mexicans that cannot speak English. Is that their fault? No. However, though, if they want to come here in this country legally to live here, they can at least understand a little of the language. If not, I'm not going to judge them for it. No. Hell, Mexicans didn't like me for speaking them in Spanish. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just being polite. It's like if I'm living in the Netherlands and you get mad at me for speaking Turkish poorly when you're Turkish yourself. Well, at least I'm open-minded to speak another language. Yeah, it's like that. It's exactly like that. And I don't remember what episode it is, Maggie. Come to think of it, and yeah, it was a gag. And I remember that episode, right? I forgot two Francis, but it was a gag when he landed to the airport and he thinks that we basically hit each other in the balls, and we kind of look like. I see why Dumbo may find us offend, or at least that's what he told me. Hillbillies. Well, first off, hillbillies doesn't exist here. Plus, I see that the manga if you are one. I think it's pretty cool, literally. I like to use the word redneck. Two, um, whereas I don't know what the other two thing is. Yeah, you see that episode, Mia? So you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Told at me is that I also make sensationalist content and that I only show the nice side of Japan, the squeaky clean, rose-tinted spectacle version of the country. And to that I would say there's a big difference between sensationalist content and clickbait titles and thumbnails. I hate having to pull a stupid face. I hate my thumbnails and titles, but it is simply a matter of survival on an increasingly crowded platform that doesn't share your content unless it has a high click-through rate. And I try to make up for this.
Yep, I see why. I don't blame him. His videos are good. You know what? I gotta say, I don't blame him. If he has to do those thumbnails, yeah, I like looking at them, but I don't blame him. In fact, I want to support him more for that. It sucks. He's a big YouTuber, by the way, saying this. What he's trying to say is, you wonder why so many people. I'll just rephrase this. The reason why that he has to do, like you see those weird AI thumbnails, is because YouTube is so broken at this point. And it's kind of funny how people say, well, YouTube is getting easier. I've been on YouTube since I was 16. No, it's not. Whoever said that, they're delusional. I don't care if you got a lot of subs. You're going to be delusional later because it's going to hit you too. I'm sure of it. Because the thing is, though, you had to keep it repeat with other people. That's probably why I'm so stressed up because, since I don't have good equipment, right? I can't keep up with them. And the click-through rate with the CTR is basically when you see that thumbnail, you click on it. So, like for me personally, my videos are not doing well because people don't like my thumbnails. Oh, I'm sorry that it's a little bit. I'm trying, but people are just so, maybe that's why I'm like this weird thumbnail stuff. Because back then, when I used to watch stomach tricks of boys at a young age, I just like seeing their stomachs on the thumbnail, even though you can't choose the thumbnail, right? Or YouTube poop, or my favorite Let's Players. You got what you get. I kind of miss those because you gotta accept what you have. I think having less options is more helpful though, because it's like how maybe that's why for me it's not good being poor. It's not, but I've educated myself a lot on it because I know what foods I could use that other people don't even know about because I could live off of that easier. It's kind of why I don't like when rich people think, ew, this place is filthy. You're not gonna last one day. I've been to filthy places. As long as it's not bird poop, that's my phobia. You're not gonna make it. And this is kind of someone that's not a clean freak. In fact, I don't want to be around clean freaks. I'm thinking, yeah, it sucks. It depends on clean. I mean, hygiene, yes, that's important. But if you want to be spotless, that's a mental disorder. OCD. But my OCD is different. I have more of a hoarding. I have a hoarding disorder, if you could definitely tell, and reversible OCD, which means I like to have my places over the place. I'm sorry, that's how it is for me. I like to hoard stuff. I don't like to hoard my hair. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I like to collect things. I do have a hoarding disorder. So I did self-diagnose myself having that because I kind of do. I don't even like to give a drawer of my shoes because they're mementos to me. People thinking it's trash. I don't care. Yeah, I'm hoarding. So what? I know that's a mental disorder, but not all mental disorders. Like, I'm tired of people like, oh, I'm sorry. So me having clinical depression, yeah, I would have got treated a long time ago. I had a liver fit. I had been since after I left high school. People don't understand how the word works sometimes, and I know I don't, but at least a decent amount. Wait, what's the term, Demo? I'm sorry. I forgot what term I said. Oh, clipping. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Steven. I don't get why people say YouTube is better now. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, same here, Garnet. Honestly, your part is filthy your blog. I don't blame you, Alice. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, well, it is, but you shouldn't feel guilty. And you hoard a lot too, Isabella? Your room is full of empty cardboards? Really? I have a cereal box in the closet because it's supposed to be one of those basketball players because I thought it was a cool box. And tell me about it, Joseph. Oh, honestly, I can't even have a certain word on the title unless YouTube's going to remove it or a thumbnail. Oh, I know that a woman's bikini that's a cartoon inappropriate. I've seen actually inappropriate thumbnails of women that could show their boobs. Like, okay. And you're ordered two, Lisa? Well, hi, three.
Faces and titles by delivering content that does the subject matter justice. And the claim that I show only the over-romanticized utopian version of Japan is simply ridiculous. Does this look romanticized?
No.
Is this a utopia?
No.
Does that look romanticized?
No.
Is this a utopia?
No.
But do I walk through economically?
He's talking about Fukushima, especially, like what happened in the earthquake. I know there's an earthquake in 2020. I know that earthquake in 2011. I'm just glad. Wait, Mason. Oh, okay, you're 22, right? So you Mason, you remember the 2011 earthquake, don't you? Gosh. Has it been that long ago? Golly. I remember we were talking about this in history class. It was, man, I still remember that to this day. It was tragic. And they still had to clean that mess up. And people thinking that Japan is not developed enough, even for their country. If that was in Louisiana, oh God. Like in Hurricane Katrina, I'm sure they gotta still clean that mess up. Well, I'm not sure what's going on in Louisiana, but damn it. But yeah, in 2011, yeah, it was bad. It was the worst one that they had in history, I think, or one of them. Tell me about it, Danielle. Mason, I'm just glad that you didn't live in that province. Well, so I'm guessing, of course. It was I don't know what the magnitude earthquake was, but it was big. Because I know, let's see, Turkey had their own earthquake. That was terrible. I don't know what other places. Well, the last one I remember is Turkey. I think that's about Bangkok. Yeah, and then where Cam lives. I don't know, Mia. I gotta look that up.
Parts of Tokyo and Osaka
We got
homeless people with a GoPro.
3.5 hours.
And I'm sorry,
3 hours.
That is the only definition of showing the dark side of Japan that you have. I cover the matters that I genuinely believe are affecting Japan the most. And in fact, I've been speaking with a homeless shelter about doing a documentary, but it's a serious topic, and these are people's lives, and I need to tackle that carefully. If you want to watch something about Japan's homeless population, Life Where I'm From has made a fantastic documentary series on the subject. I would urge you to go and watch them. I will say, I've felt sort of disheartened this year in general about so many things, about the state of the world, and this is sort of to the side of this issue. As you may know, I've been living here over a decade now, about 13 years. I've been extremely lucky to be here. I've always tried to show Japan in a fair and balanced way, particularly in more rural areas that I love, which I've been lucky to call home. And more I'm seeing comments and discourse online that I'm...
All right, 2 foreigners telling Japanese people how they should feel is crazy. If you're a Japanese of self-respect, you would not let foreigners speak for you. It's an insult, huh? What is the mentality of people who enjoy use of Japan as a Tory? These are interesting comments here. I'm not sure these are good comments. I don't watch English content, or I only get the impression that creators from other countries are arguing with each other about Japan. Okay, I do agree with this. It seems like Japan is being used to make money. Sadly.
foreign guy living in Japan. I don't understand the culture. I'm a foreign guy exploiting Japan. And I've had that claim thrown at me more in the last 12 months than in the last 12 years combined. To the point, it has sort of sucked the energy out of me a bit and made me wonder, what am I doing? Does what I do matter anymore? No matter how many documentaries I make, no matter what I shine a spotlight on, no matter who I meet or what I do, just a foreign guy exploiting Japan. And I felt lost. What am I doing here? I was far happier as a smaller creator without the burden of expectations, without people overanalyzing everything I said or did. And to be frank, the only thing that keeps me doing this is knowing I'm very lucky to have an amazing audience of people. I know you're not just numbers on a view cam, you're actually real people, and I'm very grateful I've got to meet so many of you. I sort of need to know if you're what?
Oh, but I hear that hot Mexican guy again. Sorry. Can I have a minute? I feel like a pervert. Oh, it's his friend. I guess it's his girlfriend? Oh, I got some luggage. Sorry, because I know they were speaking Spanish. Mexican Spanish, to be exact. I know everyone loves Japan. Heck, I love Russia. Well, except for fucking Putin and Ukraine. So, I love every country on here. Well, okay, I still do have a soft spot for Vietnam, regardless of the way I was treated. After I read in that tweet about that poor Vietnamese man that died or got murdered, it's terrible. Nah. Oh, that's right, because God is from Japan. Duh. I saw something do Mason and Garnet's flag. I did Mia's, but not theirs.
I'm not going mad here. If there's one thing to take away from this video, it's to remember on the road ahead, whatever the algorithm throws at you, it's never been more important to call out things that are fundamentally wrong. What you choose to click on has honestly never mattered more. Unfortunately, much of the time, you don't get a choice on what you click on some of the short form content. We can look at the awful things that are curated for us on screen and accept that as reality, or we can go out into the world and make sense of it for ourselves. We must.
Oh, yeah, Greg, I would be honored. I don't think I'm going to swear for a while, so yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to be negative, but I have to speak my mind, otherwise what's the point of it all? And the good news is I'm looking forward to getting back to many wonderful videos that I've shot in the last few days on Ireland, with Dasky, rummaging through.
I have to say, Japan is gorgeous. God, those mountains, though. Oh my Buddha, they're huge. It's so green. I'm sorry, I don't like. I know that sounds mean. I don't like countries that have no mountains. I can't think of any. Well, I gotta look it up. I just can't. No, I mean, I still like them. I'm just not as interested. I need my mountains.
There's lots of great things to come. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Chris, for sharing this with us. Her take that Johnny Somali. Are you serious? And he's from my state. Oh, she's awful. She says Johnny Somali wasn't big of a deal. Of course he is. Us Arizonans don't even want him here. No, I want him gone. I despise Johnny Somali greatly. Oh, yes, me too. Whatever you think about him, unfortunately, he was a national news story for several months in Japan. Yeah. He's evil. She's insane. Yeah, Chris has a great heart for not seeing her as a bad person, because I do at this point. I don't care if she didn't insult anyone. It's just the message that she's trying to share is pushing it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Tussie's been keeping him up. Oh, yes. He's been in the Korean jail for a few months. Well, I hope he doesn't get out. Not to mention for what he did in Zelda's country. I almost teared up at the end. Don't let the online trolls and the ignorant people influence your emotions. Yeah, he did a great job. Please continue living your life and make videos if yeah, I agree. I want to comment just to give him support because I've seen his stuff, and as much as someone that loves the Asian continent, yeah, I'm glad it's got 60,000 comments. He deserves it. And only 8 hours. That's a lot of comments. I really don't dislike this person. I dislike the content. I gotta say, you can dislike both. Well, okay, for her it's different because she's not harassing anyone. But the videos she's doing is not appropriate. Chris is always class. Favorite YouTuber I watch that lives in Japan. If I were him, I would dislike her and people like her, right? Wait, let me. I'm hearing them out. Sorry, I'm hearing them outside. Okay, it's just those two. Where's that hot friend of his? Sorry, oh God, I sound like a pervert. Anyway, well, I'm not because they're grown men. Yeah, Garnet, you heard of him, didn't you? I'm Sulimasan Han. Honestly, yes, he's from Phoenix, right? Because he went to ASU. I've been her back home ever since because I've been following the Tazi. He even said that because he's from the country that you're in right now, and he lived in my state for a few years. So I love his stuff. So Caroline, Johnny Somali and Mountains are great, aren't they, Tim? Johnny Somali is this dumb, yeah, kind of predatory streamer, right? Yes, he did say things around children as well. I've seen that. And he basically would harass the Japanese, not just that, but in Mia's country and Zelda's country, three. And he basically gets money off of, well, no way, he's done. He's done. He's if he's out in public, he's probably gonna get killed, and I don't care. He did a lot of awful stuff, right? So much that I don't think I want to name here, especially when Eric gets here. It's pretty bad. Let's just say, oh, sure, one thing. He did something Mia's not gonna like this. To the women that were, I think, treated as slaves because of the Pearl Harbor incident with Japan. He basically wanted to twerk around a statue that's supposed to be a teen girl. Or I think she's a teen. I don't know. I think a little bit younger. And I don't know why he did it, but he was, twerking and dancing around it without his shirt on. I do not know why. Yeah, Mia, and I thought you could know about that. Yes, he did. Richard Doy, that's him. And yeah, same here, Violet. I hate when tourists go to countries also disrespectful. Yeah. Yeah, that's what he did. And that's not the worst thing. I'll just share one more thing. He would basically call Mia's not gonna like this. So at the convenience, I think it's a 7-Eleven, he was eating noodles, right? And he was being mean to this worker that's an elderly. You know how in the Asian, oh boy, in the Asian community, he's not gonna like this. Same for the Mexican. Oh boy. He basically would call her a bitch, playing Gangnam Style, and he would basically just throw noodles on the floor. I want to share one more thing. That's not the only thing. He would basically, I think me already knows about this. He would play the North Korean national anthem, which is a felony, I think, in their country. Well, in Mia's country, right? Say something about bomb on Hiroshima, or no, that's in Japan. He did that. and he would play that loud voice when we get donations. He did that. Steven, yes. Yeah, he's bad. People are not gonna. He's not gonna have anyone in his funeral when he dies. I know that for a fact. But yeah, that's what he did. And you know what's really a relief? He got beaten up. I saw it. It was nice. He sadly, well, at least it's like here in the U.S. So if you beat someone, even if they didn't do anything to you, you get arrested. But he kind of deserved it. It was some veteran, I think. He basically punched him in the eye. It felt. You look kind of cute, actually. Whoever that man is. Don't worry. He got released though, and he was thanked by the public for what he did to Johnny. He basically did punch him. Yeah. Yeah, I thought you could know about this. Oh yeah, Alice, definitely. Definitely. I think he's gonna get maybe 20 years or more. It's not looking pretty. It's just that the prison system in South Korea takes long. But he's not gonna get out anytime soon, so he's done. And I'm sure he's banned for life for all three of those countries. So, yep, he's screwed. Well, he's still stuck in South Korea, but he's not allowed to go anywhere. So she photoshopped more graffiti, filmed on house people sleeping without their consent, filmed tourists and locals going about their night without their consent, filled rubbish that looked like it had been stickered for collection, went to area known for artists and was shocked with the graffiti. You caught her out and she was shocked that happened and went on being an ass. But you're the bad guy? Some people seriously need to touch grass. Yeah. She needs to touch air. Oh, I think I saw the guy even. Chris, as an East Asian myself, I've always felt you're been respectful of other cultures to come up from. Yeah, I would say I stopped watching that channel. Yeah, I hate her vlogs, and I was shocked she start attacking you on social media. She does for clicks, no good content anymore. As I'm Japanese, some of her contents are so disgusting and make me uncomfortable. You're degenerate and create good content. I continue to support you. As an American, so many people here think they could just trample over other people's culture and customs. Don't judge us all too harshly though. When I was there for a month, I saw a lot of Americans speaking Japanese, bowing, queuing. What's queuing? Properly. Surprised me a bit. Sorry about all the selfish jerks flocking to your country. Americans in Japan tend to be behaved a lot better than Europeans. Really? That might be because I'm just a guy with my own experience, right? This video hits hard as an American, right? Well, yeah, because we love Japan, though. We have a good connection with Japan. Just like Mexico has a good connection with Japan. Yeah, I need to share something. Okay, so this is silly. So I'm in Arizona. Okay, this is gonna sound insane. You know why I have so much support for Zelda? I hope she's doing well because I haven't seen her commenting. Because my old best friend Joshua is Jewish. I love Jewish people. Hell, I had a crush on a couple of them. Hell, I used to have a crush on Kyle when I was younger. That counts. And when I used to do soap operas, when I used to do reactions to Bold and Beautiful, oh my god. I had so much viewership in Zelda's country. Again, Israel, they do have a lot of people, but you talk about a small country, right? A small country. I'm thinking, why am I getting Jewish people watching my videos? And I thought Zelda could hear this. When I used to do my little edits for fun, right? I used to add the Star of David with the little sparkling. I used to download like sound effects. This is like when, kind of like the videos I'm doing now, but with my phone, right? I used to add the Star of David with the sparkling sound, and yes, I used the color blue because that's their flag. Because hey, I'm getting a lot of Jewish people. You know what? I'm gonna do that as an intro then. I literally have people in Israel. I have people in Italy. I have people in the Netherlands for crying out loud, and Finland. Let's just say, I don't know why Europeans go nuts over that soap opera. I do not know why. And I was the only one that used to do reactions. I had old women, well, middle-aged and old, that would add me on Facebook. I'm thinking, you know what? This is nice. This is nice. You know, I still remember that French woman that didn't speak any English. She was such a sweetheart. And I still remember like a 15-year-old girl wanted to be friend of me from Australia. Australians, though, they're a different breed. You don't want to know how many people from Australia I used to talk to. A lot. I have their flag. I love that country. I do. Not to mention they're fucking hot down there. And I speak Australian English. I'm thinking that's how it started because of that damn soap opera. So, yeah. You see why I have a lot of respect because, hey, all right, Israel, if you want to be like that, then fine. I know. I wish I have screenshots of it. I don't. But I know I had a lot of Jewish people. I'm thinking, why? What did I do? You know, I'm thinking like, what's going on in Israel? And you know what's more interesting? Our sister city is Tel Aviv. It's the gay city of the Middle East. It's in Israel. It's the gay capital of Israel. Okay? I thought all of you can know that. So I'm being dead honest. And yes, I used to watch the Bona Beautiful. I mean, I would love to watch it again. And I'm sorry. Wait. Are you about to leave now?
In a few minutes, yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Lori Boris, my dogs are. Yeah. Is that of course? It is. It's just the fucking president and the idea that how to ruin everything. So the reason my mother thinks it's loud because she's out of her room. That's why she can hear me, not in the room. Oh, Eric, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to swear. That was my mother in the background. And Daniel, the Star of David. So you see Zelda's flag, right? And the cute symbol right next to it, that purple one, that's the Star of David. It's basically the Jewish symbol for Judaism. You know, like Hinduism, right? It's a religion. You know, it's in Jerusalem. That's what it is. And they basically practice Hanukkah. They get presents, lucky people. They get presents 7 days of the year. I don't know how that's possible. You know, Kwanzaa, which is the African version of Judaism, they do the same thing. I always wonder what it's like being into Kwanzaa. I wonder what religion that is. Because only certain African countries practice that. But yeah, right, Paul? I think because that's why I got 100%, because like all of you say, even though other people don't like to listen or give us more viewership, I have such a good public speaking voice. You know, I feel I don't. Right, Alice? Yeah. Sorry, I had to. I wanna pin that. That made me laugh. I needed that right now. I needed that. But yeah, violent. Both Palestine and Israel are well, mostly Palestine, but both of them are. This is a good video. This was one of the best videos I've watched. Now I see why people do these thumbnails because, I mean, for some of them, I get it. The others, I just don't care for because that's the only way they could get viewerships. But yet again, ordinary games, you know, like people like him, he doesn't use thumbnails. See, okay, since Eric is here, I want to play something that's like PG though. Oh god, not One Piece, one by AI. I kind of want to look out of curiosity. Oh man, I may sleep. Oh, I mean, I may take a nap. I'm sorry. Oh man, I'm tired. Oh, that's what I get for being up until 8:30 in the morning. And I'm doing okay, Eric. I'm just a little sleepy, but I'll be okay. What about you? Yeah, I'm not gonna show this to Eric. He doesn't need to see this. This is so gross. The thing is, so Luffy's not attracted to women, so you can't make Luffy straight. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Luffy's not attracted to women now. Wow. Miss Wednesday and what? This is so. I'm not showing the screen, by the way. I'm especially since some of those scenes are sexual. I don't want Eric to see it. Why do they look like this plain cartoon characters though? One Piece doesn't look like that. Yeah, no one's ever gonna be Oda in his animation. That's not gonna happen. Why is Smoker having like a black eye? And I forgot her name. Why is her hair on fire? Right, the one that basically works for Smoker. Sanji's eyes are not appropriate. And why does Chopper look like a rat? And oh, Spandam? What on earth am I looking at? Why is Luffy red? Look like he has he looks so ugly. I know it's supposed to be for entertainment purposes, but it's so stupid. And that's Skypiea? Usopp is supposed to have curly hair. He doesn't look like that. Oh, not Robin. Buddha forbid. Why does Chopper look like a Disney character? Why is there two Robins? So Usopp versus Luffy, right? Oh my! Is this supposed to be the pre-time skip? Because they're doing it. I don't care if people say AI is going to improve. I don't care how much it's going to improve. You cannot overdo One Piece. Oda wouldn't allow that. And Zoro wouldn't blush at Robin. And why is Robin wearing a bikini? Really? Yeah, this is why I can't show this to Eric. I can't explain that part. Is that supposed to be like a desert with random flags and that guy from CP9? So he somehow transformed into a monkey? The one that looks like Usopp, right? He never transformed into a monkey. And then, yeah, the fight between Luffy and Usopp. Why is there a giraffe? Okay, so why does Zoro look like... I don't know what I'm watching right now. What am I looking at? Okay, Zoro doesn't have facial hair. Why does it look like Usopp is slipping over in the stairs in the ship? And why am I seeing Usopp 3D? And why is there like a deformed version of Son the Hedgehog? And Luffy crying with pupils? He doesn't have pupils though. And he's crying over a dead dog. And why is Zoro looking basically CP9 like that with a long... Ew. And his tongue just teared up, and then there's like a cabin. It's like I'm watching. It's like you're dreaming, right? You know how dreams don't make any sense. That's what I don't know why I'm so to this channel. That's what I'm looking at right now. And why is Chopper running mid-air? Why is there a skull? That's a bowling pins. This is so ugly. All right, you know what? I'll just show this very quick, okay? Now, be prepared. Okay, look. I don't like the music because the music's not needed. Right? Why is there a dog? I don't get it. Look at that. Okay. And then there's like a random cabin. Why did Sanji and Luffy had a boat? Boats like that didn't existed yet. At least I don't think so. You see, it turns into a bowling pin. Yeah, tell me about it, Garnet. What the heck? What the heck am I looking at? Oh boy. I remember that fight. Oh, not crocodile, not crocodile. Oh, Buddha forbid. Well, his look kind of normal. Why does Brooke look like a Disney character? Oh my gosh, really though? All right, one more. What am I? Yeah, it's like you're dreaming. It doesn't make any sense. There's like two Robins. I mean, Namis. Is that supposed to be Frankie? What the heck? Why does Zoro have a long nose, including Sanji? And by the way, I didn't want to show the first part, but Luffy was like kissing Usopp. And why is Usopp all chibi like now? This makes me a little dizzy. Robin. Oh, let me guess. They're gonna yeah, making her sexual. Yep, wearing a bikini. Always a bikini thing. I get it. I get it. I think that's it. Wow. Just wow. I have no comment for that. And again, like a lot of us are One Piece fans, right? It just doesn't make any damn sense. Darn sense. Okay, it was Luffy kissing Zoro. That was gross. And there was I don't know what it looks like bubblegum. I don't know how to feel about that. Luffy is not like that. Why is his eyes so big? Like I did say I don't mind watching, but not like that. Not with other straw hats. It's like having it's like you're it's like you're kissing with your family member. I'm not okay with that. Wow. I love all these no like anti-AI emojis. Oh man, the sponsor one was oh my. What? SpongeBob Bubble Trouble. Ew. Oh no, not Madagascar. Wait, how could he do AI in gaming? I know they did it for Smash Ultimate. Ew. I want to, you know what? Since that game sucks a lot, I want to take a look. Pokemon ZA that's run by AI. Scroggy had hair. Mega Charizard, I don't know what's going on. And then the alligators, they're 3 heads. I gotta say this, as much as I despise AI, at least, yeah, because the Pokemon game sucks, at least it's kind of funny. Because it's a game, right? So this won't look as terrifying. Tell me about it, Michael. Tell me about it. But you know how bad this game is? Oh, come on, they're kissing. At least this doesn't look as terrifying because the game looks like crud in a way. At least if someone made them look cool. Is that supposed to be Grid Ninja? Oh, whatever. I gotta say, this doesn't terrify me because the game has terrible graphics. So it's not that bad. Okay, that looks cursed. I don't know why those butterfly Pokemon, I don't remember the name, are being set on fire. Why is Mario there? I don't know who she's supposed to be, though. See, this one isn't as bad, which just kind of cracks me up. Oh, come on, really? What the heck? This is so stupid. I don't get it. Yeah, oh yeah, Kendrick, I don't blame you. Really? These are so stupid. Literally. Well, at least that one's the least terrifying because the game is so poorly made and the graphics, of course, are gonna look bad. So, not that I care. Oh, AI adalah yang paling mengganggu di dunia saya tidak, which is I do not something, right? Mengerti mengkapal itu ada. What does that mean, Paul? I know I can read the saya tita. Like you don't like AI, right? And the game is so right, Ronnie. Emiya, what did you say? It's so stupid. I'm not gonna show the other ones because they look a little sexual, but um, it's kind of funny though. Well, well, the donuts are not overly sexual, so that's probably why YouTube doesn't remove them compared to mine. I guess. I guess I'm just not that good at doing thumbnails, but I want to look up one more, and then I'm going to rest up a bit. I know we got 2 hours left. Bubble Trouble, so that's an episode? Wait, is this supposed to be the Patrick Show? What the hell? What the heck is this? Ew. Special looks horrifying. Oh my goodness. Oh god. He's too realistic. Oh, it's so creepy. Oh, because he doesn't have his 2 front teeth. Well, yes, he does, but he has extra teeth, though. Why is he back to 2D? Why is Mr. Krabs a monster? I don't know what this episode is. Why does Squidward look like a Dr. Seuss character? Why does Mr. Krabs have claws? And now we're at Finding Nemo, but that fish has a hole in her throat. Now it has a mouth. What am I looking at? Oh my goodness. Now Mr. Krabs has yellow teeth and yellow eyes, apparently, because of money. That is one gross look. I'm not going to show it because it's too disturbing. Yeah, tell me about it, Francis. AI is the most disturbing thing in the world. I don't... Oh, that's what you mean? So I think that in my gut thing means I don't understand, right? Yeah, I don't know why it exists either. I don't know what the heck that is. I don't want to know. Anyway, yeah, I think AI won't be popular. Yeah, I agree, Mark. Ben, he had yellow eyes for some odd reason. Patrick? He looks like one of those... I don't know what... I can't describe it. Now he has blue eyes. It looks like if SpongeBob was in a movie Trolls, you know that movie, right? That's what I'm looking at right now. Okay, why is Squidward crying weird liquid? This is so gross. Yeah, you need to see that movie, Jerry? Linda, I don't know. Good question. I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest with you. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I'll show it. I think it's unfair that I'm not showing this. All of you are going to be disturbed, okay? That's why I have to. That's why I have it on mute. He looks like he reminds me of that Grubhub commercial. Oh, wait, you did bad, Eric. I'm sorry. What was your grade? And Eric, by the way, this is not real. This is terrible, sloppy stuff that it's okay if you like it, but it's not real. It's this lousy art people do. I don't know why SpongeBob is glittering that much. That looks like a pain in my eyes right now. SpongeBob does way too much glitter. Yeah, Kendrick, right? I don't know, Brownie. I don't know. It's basically, as they say, right? I don't know where that word comes from. Slop. Like, I mean, I love sloppy joes, and that doesn't make me sick. It's not a waste of food and it fills me up, but this one doesn't. Is this basically meaningless art that doesn't make any sense? What the right, dumbbell? I'm glad that word went through. But yeah, that's what it is, right, Mia? Yeah, I thought. Yeah, the Mr. Krabs one was pretty disturbing, isn't it? But Patrick with blue eyes really freaks me out. And why is Scribber? Why is his clarinet look like it's made of glitter? He looks like a reptile. Tell me about it, Mark. It is disturbing, isn't it? This guy posted a lot of these. His name is Level Lore. I don't know why I'm subscribed for. I feel bad, but maybe because I'm just curious and I want to educate myself around it. But yeah, oh man, I'm getting sleepy. I gotta definitely rest my eyes. Tell me about it, right, Michael? I'm sorry I'll have to see that. It's not like I'm doing this every day, but yeah, that was something. Hmm. Oh yeah, Richard, I can't imagine. I do wonder why your country has a lot though, because it's kind of weird to me how in your country, right? You basically have what ads and bathrooms. I never understood why though. Like your country's amazing. It's just at least there's only a couple Chinese cities that do that. I just never could see what's the interest of it. Who? Like, I want to watch Murasaki, but I don't know what's video to watch from him because, yeah, I saw the Pokemon film one. Darn it! I wish he did more. But I'm not sure what to watch though. Darn it! Oh well, I know we were talking about fetishes earlier, but okay, these were a year ago. I might take a look. I like his videos. It's just I wish I found him sooner. Oh, Garnet, I'm glad you asked me. Yeah, we can listen to music later on. I wish they asked it earlier when I had more energy.
Cheated on you 60 years ago and never confessed. Sorry to bother you, my lady, but I'd like to inform you that I ejaculated to your ready. Nice. Nice one. You beat your fucking
Oh, you didn't hear that?
to a Reddit avatar. Nice one, mate. How down bad in the dumps do you need to
Oh, I want the Morrow music. I'll feel bad skipping over it. What darn it? What else can I watch from him? I've watched a half of his videos, right? But I'm kind of picky. You the ones I want to just hear the great of Nintendo and Insane again. I don't mind. I look a little in. I was thinking of doing a video of ranking my favorite YouTubers intros, but sadly I won't be able to do that because it'll take a lot of downloading. Oh well, because I wanted to so badly. I thought it'd be kind of fun.
really what the fuck?
Oh,
But
I forgot he does swear a bit.
Nintendo actually responded. Was it them dropping the price? Obviously not. You don't know what company we're talking about here. This is Nintendo. These lot don't drop the prices of anything. At most, they'll give you a 5% discount for a fucking day. So
Yeah, he swears a lot. All right, this is his intro, right? If I can find it.
The game comes with the console. Also, Dad, if you don't mind, can you get the controllers as well? I don't really like this.
There it is. All right. Yeah, I wish I could do it, Richard, but I had to download it just to show it.
So, Dad, are we getting it?
I'm sorry, I love that intro so much.
Dad, are we getting it?
I love that intro he has. He did One Piece too.
Sonic, Minecraft, Little Big Planet, Garden Warfare, consistently playing the demo of Epic Mickey over and over again. Yes, I was one of those kids. But I loved gaming with a burning passion, and it truly was a core part of my childhood. And it all started with Nintendo, as my first ever gaming experience was on the Nintendo Wii. But not the one that everyone knows and loves. I got the shitty family black one, which was half price. But as a kid, I still loved it. I mean, Mario Galaxy, Paper Mario, New Super Mario Bros., the Lego Star Wars games, Sonic Riders, Smash Bros. Brawl. Fuck, the Wii was
Didn't hear
so
that.
good. And it led to me getting several Nintendo handheld consoles. And by several, I mean the DS and the 3DS. That is it.
I love how he just out this random photos. It makes you laugh.
Which sounds kind of weird
Oh.
because now I'm known as the Sonic guy. But back then, I only preferred Sonic as an IP. Nintendo games were just so much better. As much as I like the Blue Blood, Mario is the face of gaming for a reason. Nintendo was quality. No one could contest. There's a reason why they stomped out both Microsoft and Sony in that very generation. They were the industry standard. There was no beating Nintendo until the release of the PS4 and Xbox One, and it just wasn't a fucking competition.
Oh, didn't hear that.
They tried to compete in the greatest console war of all time with the fucking.
Oh, didn't hear that.
Yeah. How'd that work out? But during this gaming era, I and many other people started to grow up. Okay, we started to play less and less Mario, and were interested in other outside gaming parties, games the Wii and the Wii U didn't have. So it was only natural for people to jump ship and move to other
okay, that's
consoles,
ship.
whether you was an Xbox guy or a PlayStation guy. I think we can all come in unison and say, "Fuck this shit. I want to play COD." Other than Nintendo exclusives, there was literally no reason not to get an Xbox or PlayStation. And to be honest, you could still say the same for right now. But during this time period, it was bleak for Nintendo. Things weren't looking great. The Wii U was a failure by all metrics, and the need for handheld gaming wasn't nearly as prevalent as it used to be. And people just didn't really care about the Nintendo IP anymore. So for them to spin back in the eyes of the public, they were going to have to do something fucking
didn't hear that.
revolutionary. And to their credit, they actually pulled it off. With the long-awaited release of their new-gen console, the Nintendo Switch, they spun back on.
Wait, when you get to when he shows the prices, that's when it really makes me laugh. Oh, I'm not gonna show that. Okay.
This year was going to be their summer. It was going to be 2017 all over again, with Nintendo in the lead and Microsoft and Sony left in the back. Isn't that right, Nintendo? It sure is, Purple Man, and we can't wait to release the Nintendo Switch 2. Hey, why are you guys still hiding the prices? What's going on? Oh, Mario time. No, seriously. I mean, this console looks great so far. Just tell us how much it is. All right, just take a look, everyone.
Oh no!
Sorry. What? Who the hell do you think you are, you greedy knobhead? 90 fucking
Oh, didn't hear that.
for Mario Kart. You can kiss my cock, you wanker. I'm not buying that. No, thank you. Nintendo. Who the fuck do you
didn't
think
hear
the
that.
audience is? No parent with anything between their ears is going to spend $100 on fucking.
Oh, didn't hear that.
Oh, wait, guys. For the small price of $5, you can get the game with the console. What a steal. Nintendo, up yours, you dickhead. This is just pure delusion. I know it looks like a deal because the console is $450, so if you get the bundle.
I'm sorry. I love how he talks. Is it supposed to be around of why the Switch 2 sucks and whatnot? I had to share that for a bit. So, Eric, I'm sorry. Your teacher told you that you need to study more, and oh, you didn't tell me the grade. But yeah, Eric, I want you to know. Okay, I'm sorry for responding late. You're doing your best, and that do not feel hesitant. If you ever need to ask your teacher for help, um, it does take time to basically, you know, do pretty well. Because I didn't do that well when I was your age either. Because well, in some of my classes I did, but I like geography more. And I just want you to know, Eric, you're doing this that you can. Oh wait, what? Oh, scammer, scammer. Yeah. And the video is the greed of Nintendo is insane, capitalized. And the YouTuber is Murasaki Juice. I wonder where you get that name from. And this was uploaded 4 months ago, so that's when the Switch 2. Man, it's been that long already. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Eric. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I understand why she said that. Because it is a feeling great, but it happens. You know, it happens. Don't feel ashamed. I felt a lot too, so I understand. And I think I remember when I had geometry. You want to know something? I had when I was in high school. I had a 33. It was so bad because I thought I was doing the math problems right, but I wasn't. Also, the teacher wasn't that helpful. So I understand. Yeah, tell me about it, Lisa. Ugh, I know Nintendo's something else, aren't they? I don't want Eric to feel guilty because of his grade. Because I had really bad grades myself. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Danielle. Oh, actually, let me show all of you what I was watching. Hold on. Well, this morning I definitely need to take a nap, but I probably will after all of you go to well. Uh, Darn it, I got an ad. Eventually, Francis, time can be hard to tell sometimes. These ads are too long. All right, I guess I had to show it later. Wait, is that basketball? Hmm. Oh, the you left, you lose. I could watch that for a bit. Oh, where'd your tell me about it? I know they could extend to a minute. I never understood why.
This is what goes. This is one.
Resonator. This guy is brain a lot. My brain, yeah. I'm good. I'm good. Can they blame us? What's the sample? Make it a sample. Let me make a beat out of that now. Leave the stream and make it now. Make it music, man. Put it into music. I don't know what that was. Sounded like for a second when I clicked that he was like hitting his keyboard with an actual sword. You gotta play big to win big. Allow me. Allow me. He's gonna do it with his booty cheeks, ain't he?
So basically, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make myself laugh. This is the same guy that did those I forgot what video it was. The cartoon music tier list by Jimmy Here Live. This is supposed to be you laugh, you lose, right? Which is supposed to be these funny videos that are supposed to be brain rot. You know, I try not to see it that way. He has his friend that goes or that watches with him, you know, to laugh at running videos. And Eric, what question do you want to ask for me? I'm sorry if I'm getting a little bit sleepy. Here, let me show it. That's supposed to be a monkey, I think. I don't know what type.
She scribble on my Zaza till I cream on that gaga.
What?
You take a lead for now. You take a lead. All right, that is one lap for Jimmy here. That's a lot to take in.
Oh, this close there, isn't it? This close.
Okay.
I don't get it.
What was the conversation that left that video? What do you in your friend group?
I should watch one of those try not to laugh.
What do you mean I can't have fun on it? What do you mean I can't
Isn't that what they do? Is that Mike's way? I want Mike to cream on it.
Wait, I think I love an. Oh, what is that? Is that his dog?
Senator, send us into outer space.
Oh, that's precious. Oh, the dog is gorgeous. It looks like a French dog. I don't know why.
I think that counts. I'm gonna put my. I think that.
Oh, PS5.
Wait, I get an idea. So, and when I was a little older than Eric's age, right? I used to watch YouTube Poop. I know he did a video of that. Let me find it. What's darn it? My controller's doing it again. I definitely need to take a nap. I just feel bad because I don't want to take a nap while you're here, but oh, he did the Halloween corruptions. I like what well, okay, I see one of those. So the corruptions is when he plays certain games that are really glitchy, right? It's pretty interesting. I've always since I like to talk about video game glitches and whatnot. I thought I could share that. And I want to see what Eric said. Why is school so hard, Eric? That's a good question. I think it's so hard is because of how much we have to work a lot for hours, including the teachers being tired sometimes, and then us not wanting to go to school. It's normal to feel that way because we don't want to go to school, and that's absolutely normal. And I guess things because it's the same way as working, right? When you get a job, it's perfectly normal because of how us humans we're not like animals that can basically sleep and do nothing, which would be nice. It's always been that way though. But it does get really rewarding when you basically do hard work because it's like a relief to basically from my experience, want yourself out just to get something that you wanted. And I think that's why. And school was hard for me when I was a kid. I don't blame you, Michael. Same for me because I understand why Eric would say that because I used to sleep in class. I was so tired to the point like when I get sick or cry, I would get snot. Oh my gosh. Oh, but yet again, I was like around his age, so I can understand. And Mia, oh, I don't know what the other video was, but this one, man, everyone's playing Pokemon right now. This was uploaded 3 days ago. It's just basically gaming glitches, and this is Animal Crossing. So I thought for the ones that play Animal Crossing, you may understand.
Today is Halloween. Everyone is serious about getting candy.
What's wrong with Isabel?
Okay, Isabel?
Oh, that's so cursed.
I think moved into town today.
Wait, what Animal Crossing game is this? The DS?
I feel as confused as Scoop does. If you knock a mover, you feel, but if you don't, you feel. What kind of game is that? You knock them over.
Billiards?
That's not what it is. Target practice was the correct answer.
Hold on, let me see the gameplay. Because I forgot how much dialogue Animal Crossing has.
We'll troubleshoot a little bit, so just bear with me for a minute. Scott. Scott.
The funny thing is, the Animal Crossing game does look kind of normal. Let me find something more chaotic. Is this the original Animal Crossing? Huh. Let's see, what time is it? 6:48?
Shit, the negative world.
Wow, we got a few cats here.
If you're interested in seeing what the map looks like.
Wait, Dumbo, you played Animal Crossing? Oh, wait, you just did that, huh?
A little bit.
Oh, this is so creepy.
Oh, it's Bob.
Yeah, this is the GameCube version. I could tell. Is this all Animal Crossing? Oh, Luigi's. Oh, no. Luigi's Mansion, the very first GameCube game I ever played. But we got another ad again. Oh, oops. Sorry. Darn it, I don't know. I've only played 2 of them. The one for the GameCube and then one for the Wii, which is Folk. Sadly, those are the only ones that I played. And it sucks that my darn MacBook froze.